Okay, guys, I feel like anytime I do a Beautiful Feet Books curriculum review, I'm just like bursting at the seams with excitement, and this is no different. I get to review the art appreciation curriculum for you today. I am so excited. You guys are gonna love this. If you love Beautiful Feet Books, or you know about Beautiful Feet Books, if you know Beautiful Feet Books, you love Beautiful Feet Books. I feel like it's just a thing. So I'm gonna flip around the camera, give you guys a look inside. This is gorgeous. All right, you guys, so this is everything that comes in the box when you purchase this set. This is the book of artists that you are primarily going to be reading from. This is a picture pack that I will go through in a little bit. And then you get this really beautiful bookmark. I thought that was lovely. You also get a sticker, and I'm a big water bottle sticker fan, so I personally liked that. Next, you'll get an art notebook, and you'll hear me refer to it in the review, and just a quick peek inside so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is where your child will write the title of the piece that you're covering, the artist, their 5-star scale rating, and then their thoughts about the art. And then this is the teacher's guide, so let's dive into that. As you open it up, you'll get a table of contents, and then an introduction to the curriculum. And then from there, a start here information just so you can use the curriculum well and know what to expect. I'll go over a lot of this information as I flip through and you can see. It does have a parental warning area. It says sometimes internet links, books, or videos contain certain material that we would like you to preview. Icons in the teacher's guide as well as notes on the links page make it clear which videos should be approached with caution. These notes allow you to skip those resources if you are teaching young children while providing an opportunity to talk about your family values and ethics with older children, helping them process moral quandaries and questions. And I really like that they make the parental warning very apparent. And then this section I don't necessarily want to read just in case you guys have little ears around, but I'll do an overview of it that is close up just so you can read it for yourself and you have the opportunity to do that prior to purchasing. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful to be able to read that. Next, it goes over required literature and resources. And so, like I mentioned, the book of artists that I showed you that I'll do a short flip through of, that's going to be your primary book that you're going to be reading from. And then this just goes over the information that you get. And then there's also a resource packet to download and print out. I have not done that yet, so I need to go do that. But just know that it's there. And then here is a list of art supplies that they recommend having on hand. And then there's some additional books that you can consider purchasing, but they're not required. It's just, and they're not going to even be referenced in any of the lessons. It's just, you know, ideas to add in if you're looking for some additional resources. All right, so this art appreciation curriculum is designed for all ages, so it's perfect to use as a group subject. It is 64 lessons long, and you do about 1 lesson per week over the course of 2 school years. The way that the lessons are done is you'll start by reading from the book of artists, and then you'll do the discussion questions. And then from there, depending on the lesson, you'll either record in your notebook. So that's where I showed you that they'll write the title of the art that they're learning about, the name of the artist, they'll give their 5-star scale rating, and then they'll also be able to write their thoughts on it. Or they'll have some hands-on activities recreating the types of art that they're learning about. And there will also be options to explore further by watching documentaries and other videos that are linked for you throughout the QR codes located at the bottom of the page. So like right here, you can scan this and it'll take you to Beautiful Feet Books website where you can click on the links to all of the documentaries and even some art instructionals that you can follow. And I think that's really fun. So it will either be all of those last 3 activities that I mentioned combined with the reading and discussion questions, or it'll just be, you know, like 1 or 2 of them. So it's not all of that every lesson. There are also tons of rabbit trail books that you can pair with this. You'll find the names on both the lessons that they go with. So say there was a rabbit trail book for this lesson, it would have it listed on this lesson, and then it is also located at the back of the book. And what would a Beautiful Feet Books curriculum be without some fun recipes thrown into the mix? Throughout the teacher's guide, I'm sure you guys have already seen them, but you will find some fun art-themed recipes to work into your lessons. And we always have so much fun with these, so I cannot wait to do them. In a moment, I will go back and show you guys a few of them just in case you missed it. But like, here's one of them. So there's Mondrian cookies. So it gives you the ingredients that you need and the directions. And then wouldn't that be fun to create with your kids? And then one of the ones that I thought was really cool were, I think, the very first recipe. Sorry, you guys, I'm trying to find it. I thought that these ones were really cool. They're church window cookies, and I really like this because one of my kids is gluten-free, and sometimes it's hard in, recipes that come in curriculums because they're not always catered to children who might have some food sensitivities or even allergies. And so this one, all you need is chocolate chips, some unsalted butter, and multicolored marshmallows. So I love that they can actually eat these and not just, kind of be left out of the fun activities. And we are getting to the end. And so like right here, lesson 64 has some rabbit trail books that can pair with this. And so it has the rabbit trails listed on the side. And then you will also find them again, like I mentioned, at the back of the book. So you get a full list of all of the rabbit trail books that you can work into your lessons. Again, these are not required by any means. These are just additional books that you can, purchase separately or that you can look for at your local library. Another tip that I heard recently was going on YouTube and seeing if anybody has a read aloud of some of these books, and I love that idea. And then they have their image credits, and that is it for the teacher's guide. I'm going to show you guys a look inside the Book of Artists now. Okay, so this is the Book of Artists, and this is where you're going to be doing your weekly reading from. So you get your table of contents, a foreword, an introduction, and then just basically some extra information, and then it jumps right into it. And so the time periods of this curriculum, you start with prehistoric and ancient art, and then you jump into medieval and early Renaissance art, and then you go directly into the Renaissance, and then post-Renaissance and the Enlightenment, and then you go into the emergence of the modern era, and you end with the modern era. And so I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Look at how gorgeous these pictures are, you guys. I love all of their curriculum, all of their books. I think that they are just exceptionally done. Okay, last but not least, the picture packet. So this is all of the famous works of art that you will be looking at. I really love that they have these included. The only downside that I can see is that I wish that they sent these already 3-hole punched, because I know if I take these through my 3-hole punch, I'm going to take away from the beautiful artwork, and I don't want to do that. So I might end up putting these photos inside of a binder that has page protectors, just so I can slide them into the sleeve and they'll be protected from the littles as we do our homeschool work, and then I also won't lose these. But I wish that they would have already come that way, because then, Beautiful Feet Books, they could have made sure that the hole punch was on the white area, and they could be nicely fit into a binder. That's the only downside, though. That's like and that's not even that bad. But as you can see, each card is also labeled with the number that you're on, and then the information on the portrait, the name of the artist, and the year that it was created. And look at how gorgeous those are. Those are just so lovely. All right, so that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around the camera now. All right, you guys, so that is the end of the review and flip through for the art appreciation from Beautiful Feet Books. I cannot wait to work this in. And you guys, we're going back to a morning basket this year. This is the only way I can work everything in that I want to teach my children, and I want them to have beautiful things in their life and in their education. And so we are going back to a morning basket time to work all of these things in, and I cannot wait for this to be one of them. Now, if you guys have been around here for a little bit, or maybe if you're brand new here, just finding this video right now, welcome. I know I'm a little late welcoming you, but here we are. We have absolutely loved Kids Art Box when we have covered different artists. And so as you're going throughout this curriculum, if you are looking for some additional resources to work into your artist studies, go check out their website. Their boxes are wonderful, and a lot of the times, well, I don't want to say a lot of the times, but a good amount of times I have been able to find the very artist that we are studying, and they send you all of the materials, and then you can recreate some of their photos, and they give you step-by-step guides on how to do that. And I think that that would be so fun to pair with some of the artists from this book. So that is all. If you are already using this curriculum, let me know what you have thought about it down below. If you are thinking about adding in their curriculum for your homeschool, then I will have it linked down below so you can go and check it out. It is an affiliate link, but it does not cost you guys any more to use it. It just gives me a small percentage of the sale so I can continue to do these reviews for you guys, which is always so very appreciated. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you again later. Bye.